Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Young Water and I'm reporting to you live back at the dealership. So today I'm bringing you guys another video on the requirements of what you guys need when you go to a car dealership and you want to buy a new car. Nowadays the rates are always changing, the banks are always changing their rules, so pretty much you have to stay on top of what they need. You have to be able to provide the stipulations. The bank is going to ask you for some things when you come in to buy a new car. The most important thing is what we're going to start about with is your employment. You want to make sure you have proof of income. When you walk into a car dealership, you're going to need to provide your most recent paycheck stub. If you don't have a paycheck stub, or you work a cash job, or you have a company that pays you under the table, you know what, we might be able to still work with you. You might have to just get away with using your bank statements. So we could use your bank statements. 3 months worth of your bank statements will be able to qualify you for proof of income for just looking at your deposits and the money coming into your bank account every month. Other than that, for your employment, let's stick with the same subject here. You want to have at least anywhere from 90 days, 3 months on the job. If you walk in here with 1 week, 1 month on the job, the bank's not going to really like that. That's what we call a weak structure. You want a strong structure. You want to save up that time at your employment so they know you're not jumping job to job. And we got somebody honking away here. You want to make sure that you have all your income ready to go when you come in here. That's very important, okay? Next is your proof of residence. Okay, proof of residence is also very important now. You want to be able to provide where you live. The banks usually will like to see like a utility bill or something with your name and address on it. If you don't have a utility bill, sometimes you can get away with using your driver license, but it doesn't work all the time. So they like to see things like a SMUD bill, PG&E, water bill, trash, internet, Xfinity, Comcast. The list goes on and on. I mean, you can provide anything with your name and address on it. There's multiple opportunities to provide the dealer. You can go up and look at some old medical bills, insurance bills, any type or form of a bill coming in the mail to your house, you could use it. Okay, next is, I would say, insurance. You're gonna need to come in here ready to have insurance, ready to get insurance on your car. If you don't have insurance, you cannot buy or finance a car. It is the law. You need full coverage insurance to be financing a vehicle and be on the road safe and just like everyone else. So we already talked about the employment. You need a minimum of 3 months on the job. You want to be able to prove your income. We talked about the residence, the proof of residence. You want to be able to provide the bank with proof of where you live with a utility bill or something in the mail coming to your house. And insurance, we talked about, you need full coverage insurance when you're financing a car. You cannot buy a car without full coverage insurance. Some dealers won't even let you pull off the lot. Okay, now I'm getting down to where things get pretty interesting for most people. And this is what we like to talk about here at the dealership. When you do finance a car, the most important thing is your credit. Okay, your credit is everything in this world. The bank doesn't care about how much money you got saved up. They don't care about how much cash is in your pocket. Man, they don't care who you are. They care about your credit. Do you pay people back on time? What's on there? How many payments have you made? Have you borrowed money? Have you paid it back before? Do you pay your bills on time? Do you have a mortgage loan? Have you ever financed a vehicle before? Do you have credit cards? Do you have jewelry? Do you have things on there that you've been making consistent payments on? If not, you are considered a ghost file. You're considered a first-time buyer, which most dealers will still work with you, but you need to come in with a little stronger structure. And that goes all the way back to the basics we first started talking about, your income. You have to have a strong income now. You have to have at least 1 year on the job now. And you have to have your insurance ready to go. So when you come in with challenge credit or you're a first-time buyer, you need to have your things prepared for the dealership. They might hit you with, hey, we need a big down payment, because the banks want to see some equity down on your loan. You cannot just walk in here with $1,000 and think you want to just jump in a Mercedes or a BMW or Audi. Or those are considered high-end line vehicles. Customers with good credit that pay their bills on time, that can afford to pay for things when the car breaks down, are the people that are going to qualify for vehicles like this. So if you want to get a Mercedes, a BMW, a $30,000 Jeep, if you want a nice Audi, if you want a nice Mercedes, all of that is possible. You need to work on your credit. You need to have time on the job. You need to provide proof of residence. You need to have full coverage insurance, and you need to have a down payment. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about what it takes to do zero down, because I get that question a lot, man. Hey, I see zero down all on the internet, on the TVs, on the ads. Waddy, I want to do zero down. Guess what? I've done it before. I've sold cars $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 with zero down. I'm talking sign, drive right out of here. These people are exponential. I mean, they're on top of their things. They have 700 plus credit. They have a mortgage loan on their credit. They have cars paid off. They have credit cards. They've been on the bureau for 5, 6, 7 plus years that have never missed a note. And you know what? Those people are on top of their things. When I was 22 years old, I bought my first dream car. I had worked on my credit since I was 18, opened up credit cards, never missed a note. I was on top of it. I bought drones, I bought jewelry, everything I could get my hands on to purchase with my credit and pay back eventually over time. Helped me build my credit up to buy my Maserati. I bought a Maserati Ghibli, a 2015, and it was my baby. I was able to get it with zero down, sign and drive. A lot of people aren't able to do that if they don't take care of their credit. So the number one thing in this world, it all comes down to, is your credit. Without credit, you will not be able to get the things you like. You won't be able to buy a nice house. You won't be able to buy a nice car. You won't be able to pull out a loan. You won't be able to send your kids off to college, because you need to take care of your credit. Those are pretty much the most important things you need in order to buy a car. Those are the requirements. When you go to a dealership, they're gonna ask you 1, 2, 3. What's your income? Where do you live? How long at the job? Can you prove those things? Do you have insurance? Just be prepared. And I never would recommend going to a dealership by yourself, or if you're a woman, or if you don't know too much about cars. Bring some support, bring a family member, bring somebody with you that wants to help you out. Somebody that you can trust, someone you can ask some questions to. Because not all dealerships are gonna take care of you. And I'm just looking out for you guys, because you guys are my subscribers, people of the world, and no one deserves to get taken advantage of, all right? Thanks for watching. Those are pretty much the requirements and everything it takes to be prepared when you go to a car dealership. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.